Hey guys, so today what I want to talk with you about is your feet, okay? And more specifically, I want to talk about where you're putting your weight on your feet, specifically during things like our squats and deadlifts. And for years, I've taught folks, try to drive through your heels, especially with things like your deadlifting, right? You want to try to drive the ground away by pushing through your heels. And while technically that's not wrong, I don't think it tells the entire story, okay? So what I want you to think about when you're squatting or deadlifting, okay? I want you to imagine that this is my foot, right? And this down here is my heel, and this, we'll call this my big toe, just pretend the thumb's not even there, right? Call this the big toe, and we'll call this the pinky toe, because that's the pinky, right? So again, pretend that's not even there. So heel, big toe, pinky. Where you should be placing your weight during a squat should be here on the heel, but also here on the big toe and pad of the big toe in the pinky and the pad of the pinky, right? So it should form, the weight distribution on your foot should form a triangle, here, here, and here. Now, if you're not doing that currently, or if you have any kind of foot issues like maybe a hammer toe, or you've got flat arches, or plantar fasciitis, or something along those things, some kind of issue with your feet, I don't want you to start off with this, right? With what I'm going to tell you. I don't want you to try to go right into loading this and then trying to make it happen, because chances are, more times than not, when we apply a load to things, we just kind of gravitate back to what we're used to. So what I want you to do before you try to do that, try to get that weight here and here during your squat or your deadlift, is I want you to practice it with some resets. And I want you to do one specifically, okay? The reset that I want you to do specifically for this is the half kneeling rock, okay? And the half kneeling rock you guys will recognize as, let me get out far enough so you can see. So let me come out a little further. So we're here to here, right? And I have cued you guys in the past to make sure that the heel stays flat as you're pushing forward and that the toes stay down as we're sitting back. What I want you to do now though, okay? Well, all of that still applies, but what I want you to do now, when we're here, okay, I want you to try to grip the floor with your toes, so you're squeezing this direction with your toes as you're pushing forward and back. So if I just kind of let my foot down, you'll see that the arch drops just a little bit, right? There's still a little bit of an arch there, but it kind of drops a little bit. And if you're watching this on your mobile phone, you may want to try to expand this a little bit to get a better picture of what's going on here. As you're moving back and forth, I want you to grab the ground with your toes, here and here, as you're moving forward there. And if I were actually doing the half kneeling rock, my hands would be here, and I'd be pushing forward and back here. But look at the difference where my foot is, so if I just place it flat, versus actively grabbing the floor. See the difference? No grab, grab. No grab, and then grab. You see how that, and again, you may need to magnify that a little bit, but there's a lift that goes on right in here as I grab the floor. So as I'm practicing my half kneel, I'm going to grab the ground with my toes, and I'm going to push forward and then sit back here to here. And then same deal here on this side. I'm going to grab the ground to here. And I gotta be honest, I have been having a little bit of trouble with my left knee here lately. It's an issue that first sprang up years ago when I was taking jiu-jitsu. I had a guy put a leg clamp on me and really kind of dug into my calf muscles, and the knee just didn't work right for a little while after that. And every now and then, if I am lax in my mobility work, if I'm lax in doing my resets, that will show up. And where it bothers me the most, or where it rears its head the most, is when I try to squat, because it decreases how much flex I have in that knee. What I can tell you is, over the last couple of days, since I really started paying attention to what that big toe is doing and whether or not I was actually grabbing the ground with the pinky as well, it has opened up that knee, or the depth that I can sit to in that knee, tremendously. It's night and day difference. So give that a shot. If you are not currently squatting without pain, or don't really feel good, like you can get into depth with your squats, or if you've got some kind of issue with your feet, again, hammer toes, falling arches, plantar fasciitis, any of that kind of stuff, give that a shot with the toe grab, okay? Do 10 or 15 of them, and then maybe go do some cross crawls, or maybe another version of the rock, and then come back and do it again and cycle back and forth like that. So give it a shot, and if it makes a difference for you, let me know in the comments below this video. All right? Have a great day, guys.